Alright guys, it's time to talk Bitcoin on the channel once again. Now, I know a lot of these altcoins are green today, but we are seeing a little bit of a downturn right now. And yeah, I mean, these altcoins, of course, they're going to be green, especially from yesterday's prices, still. Now, we are getting a dump right now. Pretty much, we could not break out of this Fibonacci level and move into the next. We got rejected at about 102,000. We have dropped through this daily support here, which is at about $99,850. And right now, we are catching support right on the 98,700 mark, pretty much. And yeah, guys, I mean, this is probably just a retest of this level, I'm guessing. We have to wait to see what happens today. I do want to take a look at the RSI though and see what is going on. How much strength do we have in this move? Now, on the 4-hour time frame, like I was looking, it is overbought here on the Stoke RSI, guys, and it is pointed to the downside with the RSI. Now, for the 1-hour time frame, we are oversold actually, so that is a good sign. We are in the middle with the RSI. The 15-minute time frame, it looks like it's pointed down here on the Stoke RSI, not so good. And we are still sloped to the downside on the RSI here. So probably in the shorter time frames, guys, we are going to see a little bit of a pullback. Now, on a daily time frame, it looks like the Stoke RSI wants to come up, and the RSI is pointed to the downside. But let's see what happens, guys. So that is okay with the Stoke, I would say, but the weekly time frame pointed to the downside and slightly pointed to the upside on a weekly time frame. Now, on a long-term time frame, like a month, it is actually overbought on both. So that is not a good sign. Now, most of these indicators indicate that it is overbought, I would say. So I do think we are going to get a pullback here in the short term. We need some kind of catalyst basically to keep us going. And yeah, right now, we are falling through this support. So again, this is a weekly time frame. All we need to do is close a weekly candle above this resistance line right here, and everything is okay. But the longer the time frame below any of these lines, the worse, it is. So anyways, let's take a quick look at Ethereum, guys. Now, I still, I don't know, maybe there is hope for this inverse head and shoulders, because it did close yesterday right around here. And you can see that this line basically is right here at this basically shoulder, the top of the shoulder basically. And right now we are going to the downside for Ethereum. So I would say if this candle would, kind of go down here and close somewhere down here, then we probably don't have the inverse head and shoulders in play anymore. But if we do see this rally back up, I guess we can kind of exclude the wick and, and just kind of ignore it really. And I do think that it would be in play if we do get the, shoulder here completed. That Ethereum, the target would be up here at about $6,000, guys. $5,900 really. So yeah, that is the technical target, which could still possibly play out for Ethereum. Now, taking a look at the crypto total market cap, guys, we are just, we've hit this, 3.28 trillion and pretty much gotten a rejection so far. Now, if we take a look at history, we aren't so low yet. We do have these, areas here where we did dip below 3.28, but for the most part, we were above that. So I would like to see us recover. That could happen still today. We have a long, day, 16 hours still. Market cap without Bitcoin is also falling. We are losing the support at 1.22 trillion. Although yesterday we did close above 1.27, and I'm a little bit surprised, that we closed that candle up there, because we did dip down to $1 trillion. So yeah, let's see what happens. We still have, again, 16 hours. Now, the dominance, guys, this is going back up, so let's see what happens. We still, again, have 16 hours, and yesterday we got a rejection up here at 64.34%, and probably this is going to be a retest, I would say, of this level right here, so 61.78. So if we get a rejection here, that would be good. Would like to see us come below again. What is this? The 61.7. Okay, yeah, what was this number then? This is 61. No, okay, 61.78. This is 61.2. Okay, so I would like to see us go below 61.2 and start working our way down. And again, guys, we do have to break this trend line. This has been very strong support basically for 2 months. So yeah, we've already hit the technical target of this W pattern and more. So I hope we don't hit it again. But in the past, guys, if I go to the weekly time frame, this will kind of speed this up a little bit. You can see that this area over here, we did hit several times. And we did get a rejection, and that caused a very strong cascade, you can see, over the course of about 2 months. So it went all the way down to about 40.7 or 40.8% here. So although it did hit it 4 times or so, on a daily time frame, I looked at this yesterday, I think it hit about 10 or 12 times or something like this. So yeah, keep that in mind, guys. We could come up and keep hitting this, 64.34 a few more times, even for weeks, guys, which, that would be devastating for altcoins, but it can happen. So just keep that in mind. Although right now, let's see what happens today. I think today will really tell a lot. But anyways, let's move on here. Now we're still only minus 3% for February. Mainly we have great Februarys, so I'm still thinking that this is just, an anomaly right now. And yeah, this is probably the lows for February, and we're probably going to go up from here, honestly. Now, liquidation heat map. This is kind of interesting that we are kind of following the, basically the liquidity, and we're going to probably come down and touch this at 97 and 97.5. This area, the whole 97,000 area, pretty much full of shorts, I would say. So, yesterday it followed the liquidity up, and yeah, now we're following that liquidity down. So I think it is trying to get there before getting the next bounce. So let's see what happens, guys. It's not a guarantee, maybe we fall straight through and we go for this liquidity down here at 94,000. So now, liquidation heat map, only 542 million have been liquidated right now, which that is pretty sizable still. But yesterday we did see 2 billion, which I think was the most people wrecked probably in history or something like this, even more than COVID and whatever, from what I've heard on other channels. So yeah, I mean, pretty much it's even though longs and shorts, because it is kind of choppy right now. So be careful, guys, if you're playing with leverage. Probably best not to do it. Now, altcoin season index here, as you can see, it is at 47 right now. So it has moved up slightly, which is a little bit surprising. But I think all day it showed 45 or something, and maybe it didn't update. Now this is interesting. We are 72 on the fear and greed. Yesterday we were 44, guys. That's just really, people get too greedy, and I don't like to see that big of a jump that fast. That's just insane. This is not good, I would say. Now, we are coming to the downside, and maybe it's because people are getting a little bit too greedy. So anyways, bull market peak indicators, guys. Nothing has been hit yet. Best indicator, pi cycle top indicator here. And if we go to that, I'll zoom in for you. It's still not even close to crossing. So that's fine. Now, this looks very good, guys, but it did look better last night. And I think we're going to see a little bit more red today later on. So on the economic calendar, guys, today we have JOLTS job openings. This is quite important. It would be better, I think, if we don't have so many job openings. We need the, market to worsen really for, the Fed. We also have a couple of FOMC members speaking as well. We do have factory orders, but, JOLTS job openings is most important. Tomorrow, we have the PMI here. We have ISM numbers, and we do have one FOMC member speaking. And non-farm employment change is, also important as well. So yeah, it is kind of a bigger day tomorrow. Now, if we look at Thursday, jobless claims, and we do have non-farm productivity, and we do have a couple of speakers, speaking as well. But Friday, guys, this is pretty much the big thing. The non-farm payrolls, probably the most important thing we do have this week. But we do have Michigan numbers as well. We also have a speaker from FOMC. And, of course, we have average hourly earnings and private non-farm payrolls. So that is also a very big day as well. So Wednesday and Friday, probably the most important days, guys. Just be aware of that. Now, if we take a look at the Fed Watch tools here, let's see what the rate, prediction is here. Right now, it's 13.5% thinking we're going to get a cut. Now, again, I am in the camp that basically believes that we are going to get a cut because we've been getting good numbers lately, and that's good. So if that continues, with CPI, PPI, PCE, PCE wasn't so great last time, but, CPI and PPI were perfect. If we get the JOLTS job openings worsening, we get non-farm payrolls, which, is better for us, in favor for us, things like this, just for the next couple of months, I believe this is going to reverse very quickly. So I am still in the camp. I do believe that in March we will get a cut, and we just have to wait and see. It's still, a month and a half away. Still a lot of time. Now, if you want to stake your coins, guys, go to Coinando, check out all the deals. For example, Bitcoin here, and you will see the days that you have to stake it. You will see your limits and things. Don't send more than you can, stake or whatever. And I'm looking for flexible personally myself. 90 days is just too long at this point. We just don't know what's going to happen in the next 90 days, really. 30 days, maybe 20 days can be possible as well. 10 days even, but 365 days, I would say this is insane, guys. So we just don't know if the bull market will be over. I do personally think in a year it will be over. Anyways, guys, if you like this video, give us a like, share it with your friends, become a member of the channel. And guys, let's see what happens today. There's still, a lot that can happen. We are very early in the day, and you can see that Bitcoin is crashing back down. But I do not think we will crash down to 91,000 once again, at least not today. Now, again, I should mention that China did place tariffs on the U.S., in retaliation last night. And this is, pretty much why we are seeing this pullback. So keep that in mind. Trump and the Chinese president will speak today. So if everything goes well, pray that it does, guys, because yesterday with Canada and Mexico, everything was fine. We did see a big pump here. If things go well with the Chinese president, I do believe this will, eat itself back up. Actually, it's the 4-hour candle. But on a daily time frame, we will probably see this, as a big giant wick. And maybe we'll push through this Fibonacci level as well and start working our way towards the 660 mark. Anyways, guys, thanks a lot. And I will make another video for you tonight probably.